Hey everyone, I'm JP, and in today's episode we have some amazing deals to go through together, all for less than $5. The eShop is an amazing place to find great games at an affordable price, and the variety is outstanding. Leave us a comment down below if you're a fan of the eShop as well, and what your favorite genre is so we can help find you some great deals. If this happens to be your first time here, we try to cover the best deals every week and then bring them to the community. Welcome to the channel. If you have a great time or we help you find a game or two that you're interested in, consider hitting that red button down below to become part of the crew. On top of our normal list, we also highlight individual games that are on sale, and we brought back live streams so we can all play games together and hang out. And to the crew already here at the channel, thanks as always for rocking out with us for a few minutes again today. You know we appreciate the love and support, and we have a lot of deals to cover, so let's jump in. As always, stay safe out there, and please enjoy the video. Alright, we'll start off with Blaster Master Zero. This is a single-player action platformer from NT Creates and offers around 10 hours of gameplay with a download size around 230 megabytes. These games are hybrids of side-scrolling and top-down action, and this time the story is even bigger than before. Shortly after the events of the first game, Jason and Eve set out on another adventure into the depths of space, this time armed with their brand new battle tank. There are new abilities and upgrades to find, and of course that classic Blaster Master gameplay that fans have come to expect. I would say you should play the first game before this one though, as the story is heavily reliant on knowing events from the first game. However, they're both on sale, which is great news. Right now they're both marked down 50% until March 10th for just $4.99, matching all-time lows. Next we have Bulb Boy, which is a single-player puzzle adventure game from Bulbware, with a download size around 880 megabytes and a short story that can be finished in just a couple of hours. The game tells a scary story of a house overrun with spooky creatures, and we discover that our entire family has disappeared. It's a strongly narrative-driven point-and-click adventure game which has us solving puzzles, defeating the evil monsters, and ultimately trying to bring back the light. There are secrets and flashbacks that will tell more of the story from a few different perspectives, and if you enjoy a good narrative-driven title, make sure to check this one out before the sale ends on March 11th. It's marked down 70% to just $2.69. Doom 3, along with many of the games in the series, is currently on sale, and this one is at an all-time low price. The game was originally released back on the Xbox and the PC and was one of the most frightening games to play in a dark room with headphones on. I'm happy to say that the port was done well here on the Switch, and it's just as scary as ever. It has a download size around 8.8 gigs and a main story that can last nearly 20 hours to finish up, giving plenty of playtime to justify the cost. Now, Doom 3 at release was a modern-day retelling of the original story, and it's a great place for newcomers to jump into the franchise as well. If you're interested in any of the Doom titles, chances are you can pick them up at a discounted price right now. As far as for Part 3, it's on sale until March 9th, marked down 75% to a new all-time low of just $2.49. Demon's Tier Plus is a roguelike twin-stick shooter from Cowcat Studios with a download size around 105 megabytes, and it offers plenty of playtime due to the replayability of the game. You can also play in local co-op with a friend as well, and this is the final chapter of the Diabolical Mind trilogy. You have multiple playable characters, procedurally generated dungeons, upgrades and unlockables, all that good stuff that you want from a game like this. Another thing that I like is that the game isn't too overly complicated like most twin-stick shooters are, making it accessible to both veterans and newcomers alike. However, if you want a surprise, stay on any of the floors for more than 5 minutes. If you're interested in Demon's Tier Plus, make sure to pick it up before the sale ends on March 19th. Right now it's marked down 80% to a new all-time low of just $1.99. Next up we have Evoland, the Legendary Edition. This is a package of 2 amazing single-player adventure RPGs from Shiro Games with a download size of roughly 1 gigabyte and a main story that will last more than 20 hours to finish up. Now, Evoland is a journey through the history of action RPGs, allowing players to unlock new gameplay systems and graphical upgrades as we progress through the story. The game starts out with basic gameplay and graphics, and it evolves as we move through until we're in a fully 3D rendered world with 3D characters and improved mechanics. Part 2 expands upon these systems and adds some good old time travel into the mix as well. If you're interested in Evoland, the Legendary Edition, make sure to grab it up before the sale ends on March 8th. Right now it's marked down 75%, matching an all-time low of just $4.99. Next we have Far Lone Sails. This is a single-player adventure platformer from Mixed Vision and offers roughly 3 hours of main story gameplay. It has a download size around 2.2 gigabytes, and it's an absolutely beautiful game here on the Switch, has amazing art, animations, and the music really helps set the atmosphere as you truly feel alone with just your trusty machine to get across the vast nothingness. Our journey will take us across a dried out seabed, and you'll have to learn to maintain and repair the massive vessel that you're traveling within. Again, the game is all about atmosphere and story, and if you're interested in Far Lone sales, make sure to check it out before the sale ends. Again, on March 8th, it's marked down 80%, matching an all-time low of just $2.99. And if you enjoy the game, the sequel was just released at the beginning of March. Foregone is a single-player action platformer from Big Blue Bubble and offers roughly 10 hours of main story gameplay on average. It has a download size around 1.4 gigabytes, and it's a fast-paced 2D platformer with amazing pixel art graphics and immersive soundtrack, where we take over the role of a soldier tasked with defending our city by uncovering the secrets of the past. Along the way, you'll find and collect a vast arsenal of powerful weapons, as well as learn new powerful skills that you'll need to face off against the final boss. The levels are stuffed with enemies to have some fun with, and this game is highly recommended while on sale until March 8th. If you're interested in Foregone, it's marked down 75%, matching a previous low of just $4.99. Flipping Death is a single-player 2D puzzle adventure-style game from publisher Zoink Games and offers roughly 5 to 10 hours of main story gameplay with a download size around 2.8 gigabytes. In this one, we play as a young woman that's died under strange circumstances, and when we awake, we find ourselves filling in for Death himself. The unique feature to the game is the ability to flip between the world of the living and the world of the dead, and we'll have to use this ability to help solve the many puzzles that we encounter along the journey to uncover the mysterious circumstances surrounding our death. The game features a rich and colorful environment and a unique pop-up book art style, with a very emotional story that's sure to keep you engaged and moving forward. If you're interested in Flipping Death, make sure to pick it up before the sale ends on March 15th. Right now it's marked down 80%, matching an all-time low of just $3.99. Next up, we have Ghostblade HD. This is a top-down shoot-'em-up from publisher East Asia Soft and is available for 1 to 2 players in local co-op. The story isn't very long, but the game has plenty of replayability, still making it a great deal. It features again beautiful graphics and outstanding soundtrack that can get you pumped up, and it's a lot of fun, especially if you have a friend to play with. There are 5 stages with epic boss battles, 3 difficulty settings making it approachable for all gamers, unique ships to choose from, in-game achievements, and some of the most fun arcade-style shoot-'em-up action you'll find on the Switch. If you like score-based arcade shooters, make sure to check out Ghostblade HD before the sale ends on March 11th. Right now it's marked down 70%, matching an all-time low of just $4.49. Next up, we have another shooter, Project Starship X. This is a retro-themed space shooter roguelite with a download size around 1.2 gigs, replayability, and it offers local co-op for 2 players as well. In this one, we pilot the Swag Thulu spaceship through 14 unique levels, collecting upgrades and new weapons along the way. The game has several different game modes, in-game events that can alter the gameplay, and an absolutely amazing soundtrack. Now, the screen shake effects won't be for everyone, so keep that in mind. But the coolest feature though is that you can actually ram into other spaceships, causing massive damage to them and none to yourself. Again, if you like a good shoot 'em up, make sure to check out Project Starship X before the sale ends on March 11th. Right now it's marked down 60%, matching a previous low of just $3.99. Next we have SteamWorld Heist, the Ultimate Edition. This is a 2D action RPG from Image & Form International with a download size around 265 megabytes and a main story that can last nearly 20 hours to finish up. The game even has the New Game Plus for more replayability, plus with the strategic nature of the game, you have to plan ahead. The turn-based combat system is really unique and a lot of fun, and there's a whole lot of value here as the game also features all of the previous DLC included at no extra cost. Right now you can pick up SteamWorld Heist for just $4.99, marked down 75%, and SteamWorld Dig is also on sale, so if you're a fan of the series or you haven't jumped in yet, that's a great place to start, and the sale ends on March 13th. Next up we have Toby, The Secret Mine. This is a single-player 2D puzzle platformer published by Head Up Games and offers roughly 3 to 4 hours of main story gameplay with a download size around 300 megabytes. There really isn't much story to speak of. At the beginning, we find one of our siblings being kidnapped by a mysterious red-eyed creature, and that pretty much is the only motivation we need to set out on our adventure. The graphical style used here reminded me of Limbo, which was another great side-scroller, and as far as the gameplay, it's a fun time. There's plenty of different puzzles to keep your brain working, and the controls were great. Of course, the game looks good and runs great on the Switch as well, and if this looks like your type of game, be sure to pick it up before the sale ends on March 7th. Right now it's marked down 80% to just $2.39. Towaga Among Shadows is an action-adventure game from Forever Entertainment with a download size around 1.3 gigabytes and a main story that will last roughly 3 to 4 hours to finish up. The game is available in local multiplayer for 2 to 4 players as well, making it a great option for those looking for something to play with a group of friends. Now the game is fast-paced and features wave-based combat for over 60 intense levels. You'll have spells and abilities to master and upgrade, 4 different game modes, gorgeous graphics, and sound inspired by animated movies, plus, as we said, again you can play with 3 other people in local couch co-op. If you're interested in Towaga Among Shadows, make sure to pick it up before the sale ends on March 17th. Right now it's marked down 85%, matching a previous low of just $224. Next up we have Warlocks 2 Godslayers. This is a single player action RPG from Qubic Games and it's part of their anniversary sale going on this month. Many of their games are on sale for less than $2 as a result. Now this one has local co-op for up to 4 players as well, with a download size around 1.6 gigs. The main campaign is pretty tough though, so keep that in mind. You have multiple playable characters, classes, great art and animations, plus the game can last more than 10 hours to finish up, giving plenty of value for the price. If you're interested in Warlocks 2, be sure to check it out, as well as the other titles from Qubic. It's marked down 89% to just $199 and the sale ends on the 25th. Another thing I want to mention about the anniversary is they're doing a giveaway which states that if you enter, you have a chance to win one of the 6 golden tickets, which would award you a free code for every game released from Qubic, Untold Tales, or Naptime Games from April of this year until the end of 2023. You should be able to see the snapshot here on screen giving you all the ways that you can enter. And now we'll do a quick list of Alright folks, you know you're legendary if you made it this far, and if you're looking for more great deals, please click right here to check out some more of our great content. Alright little man, take us home.
That's all for today's list. We hope you liked the video. If you did, consider subscribing and liking down below. Okay, bye!